Good evening, family, friends, students, teachers, all others in attendance. We have a great turnout today. We're going to get a couple more chairs from upstairs, and then everybody should be able to have a seat. I'm going to go ahead and start in respect of time for you guys. Thank you for being on time and ready to go for this great occasion. I'm really excited to welcome you to the first annual LCS East Awards Banquet. Throughout the year, our scholars have been doing great things. Today is an opportunity to take a step back and recognize them for their extraordinary accomplishments. When we look at what our kids have done this year, it makes us extremely proud. They've really done a good job of coming in and working their tails off to make sure that academically, behaviorally, and just in all regards of themselves, they've improved. As many of you know, today's world offers many obstacles that our students must overcome to reach their full potential. The students we celebrate today have elected to persevere through these obstacles in an effort to better themselves and their future. Today we will celebrate students who have made school a priority and who have pushed themselves to reach academic excellence. We will celebrate students who have made coming to school a priority. We'll celebrate students who have modeled what self-discipline looks like and have followed the school expectations. We'll celebrate students who have chosen to challenge themselves both physically and mentally outside of the classroom with participation in athletics. And today we'll celebrate students who exemplify what it means to be an LCS East scholar.
So, I know Mr. Bells came up here, but I want to make sure that I say welcome everyone. I'm so glad that every one of you are here. I tried to come by and personally say hello to each and every one of you. I am absolutely ecstatic to see this many families here to celebrate our scholars with some of the great awards that we're going to have. So before we begin, please give yourself a round of applause. Just for being so dedicated. Never in my life. All right, to start off today, for our award ceremony, we actually have our cheerleaders that want to come out and give us a quick cheer so you guys can see some pipe on pride. So, cheerleaders, we are ready when you are. Shamitria Jackson. Michaela Martin. Shania Rogers. Tyler Townsend. Cashmere Davis. Riaja Lewis Bailey.
Good one.
And Asia Sterling. Family, your 2015-2016 cheerleaders. Cheerleaders, stay standing. Our amazing, very dedicated cheer coach who created the very first cheerleading team here at ILCS East has a couple special awards to give out, so please give her a round of applause.
My name is Tamara Payton. I am the membership coordinator at Girl Scouts of Central Indiana. What we did this year is we were in partnership with ILCS and the Girl Scouts to bring the cheerleading squad here to the school. So I have a few girls that I want to award with outstanding achievement on the team. The first award I want to give out to is Shania Rogers. Shania is the peer award. Shania is just a light. She is the one that gets us all hyped up. She's hilarious, and she subdues the spirit of cheers. And so I just want to give her the spirit stick. The next award is to a young lady who has improved the most. She has improved in attitude. She has improved her leadership. She has overall improvement. And I believe she's going to be an excellent cheerleader in high school one day. Cashin Davis. And last but not least, I have the Real MVP Award. This award goes to, she's like my co-leader, my co-coach, because she is responsible, she's committed, she's dedicated. She is a real joy to have, and I appreciate her so much. Taylor Martin.
All right, for our next awards that we're calling up, I would like to ask for Coach Shepard to please come to the stand so that we can give out the high school basketball awards.
I had my work clothes on. That's how much I can. I thought it was martial arts tonight. Next time I ain't no martial arts. It's 145. Oh. I was supposed to be here 45 minutes.
First we have Josh Warren. Next we have Terrence Edwards.
Do we supposed to wait for everybody or can we?
Hold your applause for it again. Really appreciate it. Next we have Jamel Scruggs.
Wait till they get up.
Next we have William Blunt. Then we have Aaron Elson. Jalen's from Chicago, but we have Jalen Douglas on the team as well. Next we have Jeffrey Williams.
Jeffrey Williams, thank you.
Then we have Jared and Gerard Hubbard.
Go ahead, Clean.
Next we have Javion Battle.
Juice. He's not even
Terry
here.
Clayton.
Terry Clayton, I said Harry. The basketball team? How come I didn't get a program?
Most certainly not. We should have the rights. Just to say a little bit briefly about these boys real quick. They came in and they grinded 5 days a week, sometimes on the weekend. With me pushing them hard, not only just on the court, but also in the classroom. And I just want to let everyone know that I appreciate you for your sacrifice. Even the parents, bring them on the weekend, come to games. Parents, I appreciate you. And for my MVP, for the most improved, for the most improved, some of them came into the season a little lacking on the skill side. There's some guys that stayed after they put in extra work, put in extra shots, and you saw them develop as the season went on. There's a number of people that I could say most improved, but one really stuck out in my mind when they asked me, and that's Aaron Elson. And for our most valuable player, guy, he is everything off the court, everything on the court. He's a great kid to be around. He's a perfect example of a leader, none other than William Blunt.
Let's have one more round of applause for 2015. All right, for our next awards, we're going to be calling our middle school basketball team. It's going to be announced by our middle school basketball coach, football coach, athletic director, basically does everything we ask him to do, Mr. Randy Weston.
How you doing?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. All right, we've had quite a year as it pertains to our athletics. Before I move on to the middle school boys basketball, I want to commend the high school boys because we are a new charter, a new school, even though we've been here for some time. Our high school boys, they played against all JV teams this year, and they were all freshmen, and we had a couple of 8th graders that even played up against freshmen. So let's give them one more big round of applause. They didn't win as many games as they thought they should, or there were a lot of games that they came very close to winning. We didn't make excuses, and I will never make excuses for our kids. If you're in the game, you're expected to win, no matter what. And they played their hearts out in pretty much every game, never giving up, and that's something to be commended when you're fighting against the odds, as a lot of us have fought odds in life as it pertains to life in itself. So I'm really proud of you boys, and next year, when you come back, you're going to be a little bit taller, a little bit stronger, and we're going to be a lot bit better, and we're going to take the whole city by storm. You ready for that? Y'all should have clapped for something. Our middle school boys basketball team had a very successful season. We ended our season with an 8-3 record, and that was the first middle school winning season that we had in middle school football, middle school basketball in a number of years. So let's commend them for that. All right, with our middle school basketball team, I want to acknowledge every player that was here, that participated, whether they're here tonight or not. If you all would be so kind, as the other speakers have said, to hold your applause till the end, as so we can hear every name announced. Daryl Webb, 8th grader Daryl Webb. Daryl Freeling. Donovan Johnson Taylor. Deshaun Stansberry. Philip Scott. Keyshawn Morris, Mark Johnson, Dennis Day, Daquan Whitney, Terrell Dunn. Let's give these gentlemen a round of applause. Now everybody who you see up here right now, these are all 7th graders. And most of the games that we played against predominantly 8th grade team. I think we started maybe one 8th grader played on this team that started or even played. So we have a bright future ahead of us as we go into the next season. By them being so young and doing the things that they did, them boys are going to be out of there, boys. Y'all know it's our season next year, right? We should be home. First, before we get into our individual awards, because we had an 8-3 record, we finished 3rd place in our charter school, ISCAA, the Indianapolis Charter School Athletic Association. We were 3rd place, and here's the trophy for that 3rd place. Let's give a round of applause. I'm going to present this to our principal. Whose hands are tied up doing so many things, whether you all know it or not. He's a robot. He makes things happen. He's doing jobs that we should be doing better. And he has been 100% a supporter of this athletic program. He has not just given his time, his heart, and his love, but he has given his money. When you start giving your money, you're all right with me. So let's give a big round of applause for our Christian leader. Missing one other student. We had two players who were selected to represent our school for the All-Star, the city All-Star team, and boy did they show out. One of them scored 12 points in that All-Star game, and another one scored 26 and ended up being the MVP in that All-Star game as well. Those two individuals we want to recognize tonight. One being Dennis Day, and he's not here, I don't believe. Dennis Day, he was an all-star, he was our point guard. He got a little bit faster, a little bit taller this year. He has a great skill set, and he was just a little chubby guy walking around last year. He came back, got faster, and so we are very proud of him. He also, during this time, and Mr. Nuttall will talk more about it, he maintained a very high GPA, so we want to put our hands together and celebrate Dennis Day. The other MVP, the other All-Star who made it to the All-Star team, will also end up being the All-Star MVP, and as well as our team MVP and leader, averaging about 16 points a game this year. And he's like a son to me, and I'm very and I'm seeing some bright things in his future. He keeps his head on straight. I have to say it like a father. Keeps his head on straight and keeps it in those books. And that's Daryl Freeman. He was the All-Star MVP and also the MVP of the ILCS East Middle School Boys Basketball Team. Lastly, I had to last with this one. We had one award. We competed in a tournament where we were competing for veterans to raise money for veterans who have fallen or disabled. And so our boys basketball team, we competed in the 7th grade division. We ran through the 7th grade division. We won about 30 and 40. I think one game we probably won about 50. And at the end of that tournament, they had run out of teams to play, so they had us play an 8th grade team. So our 7th grade team played an 8th grade team over at Arlington. We did lose to Arlington by a number of points, and we were competing at a high level, but we still won 2nd place, and after all that trouble, this is what they gave us. Though it's small, it means something because some of us have not had a trophy come our way ever. And so we're going to take this little trophy and we're going to put it in our case and act like it's big. Let's give a big hand for the ILCS Athletic Program.
Look, she got to move forward and everything.
All right. In addition to everything Mr. Weston said, for those 3 students that didn't receive the MVP award, we are creating a plaque that will be hung in our school. Their names will be on it for the entirety of our school. So those 3 students' names will be in the hallways where you can see them for the duration of our time here. So now transitioning. We're now transitioning to our football team. Once again, Mr. Randy Weston, our athletic director, football coach, basketball coach, will be coming up to announce.
Put our hands together for Mr. Wally. Who has been working very hard to make this possible to happen, and all the red tape that we have to go through to make something like this happen. And also to the parents who were pressing to get things done, get those physicals in. If you don't have them in already, I need those, and the boy will not play. Thank you. Our football team. Daryl Freeland. Kendrick Maddox. DeAndre Michaels. Chris Smith. Davion Dunn. Maximo Green. Trayvon Coral. Darius Timmons. Derek Goff. Tyrone Perryman. Jair Phillips. Travion Allen. Jalen Bedwood. Deshaun Stansberry. Curtis Chapman. Keyshawn Moore. Antonio Conte. Nate Jackson. Joseph Rodriguez. Damon Bender. Jason Thomas. Mark Johnson. Christopher Patterson. Marshawn McGee. Donovan Johnson Taylor. Keyshawn Morris. Jacory Pryor. I want you to look at them not just for as being football players, but I want you to look at them as trendsetters, trailblazers. You're paving the way for Lighthouse students to come. If you didn't do this first, it wouldn't have been done. So think about, boys, think about. Or that, either way, we take it. Let's put our hands together for our middle school boys football team. Our middle school boys football team will be competing in their first game this Saturday at Arsenal Technical High School against Hal at 4 p.m. Show up and watch us show out.
Give one more round of applause for our athletics. All right, transitioning from our athletics, we're now going to move to our perfect attendance and looking towards our academics. For the students that we're getting ready to call, we're going to be calling perfect attendance for semester 1 and perfect attendance for quarter 3. This means that they were here every single day, did not miss, and we even included if they were tardy. We really appreciate these students coming every single day, being dedicated and working hard every day. So for perfect attendance for semester 1, we have Jared Hubbard, Joseph Rodriguez, Gerard Hubbard, and Lauren Taylor. You guys come over here, please stand and just stay standing because I'm going to call quarter 3 as well. For the next round, this is for perfect attendance for our third quarter. We have Davion Carter, Brianna Dennis, Quintez Williams, Curtis Chapman,
that's my youngest. I got 30.
and Zion Morrow. As we know, some of the hardest battles is just getting to school and being at school, and these students do that every single day, day in and day out. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right, our next awards are going to be the No Referral Award, meaning they did not get a referral for the school year 2015-2016. That means in our referral system, their names don't even come up. They're not even in. These students these students display exactly what self-discipline is and know what our expectations are day in and day out. The first student is Imani Calloway, Brianna Dennis, Maximo Green, Nathaniel Jackson, Zion Morrow, Shania Rogers, Daquan Whitney, Jatavia Ballard,
I knew his name was Nate.
Nyasia Campbell, Malia Harris Richards, I'm sorry, Christian Juarez, Michaela Ahmed, Jalen Douglas, Alexis Johnson, Morel Lopez, Davion Carter, Felipe Gonzalez, Tawny Harden, Solomon Lowry, Talia Rogers, Philip Scott, Travion Wright, Richard Bingham, Kamal Garcia, Janelle Scruggs, Jason Thomas, William Blunt, Aaron Ellsbury, Darius Kimmons, and Micaiah Love. As someone who directly deals with discipline day in, day out, and always working with students every day with discipline, there are times where I see many of these students in the hallway and they come up and say, hello, Leandro. Hey, I'm not always sure what their name is because there are times where I don't even recognize them. I don't even see them because of how they're always working hard. They're in the classroom, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I am extremely proud of every single one of them. Let's give them one more round of applause.
I got to sit here.
All right, for our next awards, we're going to be looking specifically at academics. At our school, when we do honor roll, we have honor roll, we have high honor roll, we have principal honor roll. For students who are receiving honor roll, that means they had a GPA of a 3.3 to a 3.49. If they had a high honor roll, they had a GPA of a 3.5 to a 3.79, and a principal honor roll of a 3.8 or higher. These students are displaying every day what it takes to be successful.
Which one you got?
Starting with honor roll for semester 1. That means they received a 3.3 GPA up to a 3.49. If I call your name, please come up here and stay standing. We have Chris Smith, Tekyla Townsend, Sade Burst, Michaela Martin, Jasmine Turner, Jeffrey Williams, Micaiah Love, Sophia Jackson, Anna Graves, Nate Draper, Tawny Hardy, Nyasia Campbell, Jason Thomas, Janae Williams, William Blunt, Jamisha Buford, and Tiana Kaplan. These are your semester 1 honor roll students. Great job. The next category, as I said, we'll be looking at high honor roll for semester 1, meaning these students scored a 3.5 to a 3.79 GPA for semester GPA. First student, Imani Caliber. Next, Maximo Green, Warren Taylor, Ja'Cory Pryor, Jatavia Ballard. So we can make sure we can keep it down back there, please, while we're announcing students. Please make sure we're being respectful as we're calling out students' names for their awards. Malia Harris Richards. Felipe Gonzalez. Solomon Lowry. Talia Rogers. Dennis Day. Kamal Garcia. And Riaja Lewis Bailey. Let's give a round of applause for our high honor roll students from
This is what she said.
Okay, the last group of individuals for semester one who received the principal honor roll, which means that they had a 3.8 GPA or better. 3.8 means that they pretty much had all A's. No slacking with these students. You'll notice that there's not that many because it's extremely difficult to do. That those three individuals for semester one. First we have Nakaya Bryant. Second, we have Michaela Ahmed. And last but certainly not least, we have Bruce Sosa. All three of these students on a daily basis come to class ready to learn. Homework is completed. They're really an exemplar of what hard-working students look like. All three of them right now are on a trajectory to get into pretty much any university they want to if they keep it up.
Let's give one more round of applause for honor roll of semester one. All right. Coming up for our last awards are going to be our most recent awards. It will be for honor roll, high honor roll, principal honor roll again, but this is for strictly quarter three. For honor roll, which means you scored a GPA of 3.3 to 3.49, we have Jeffrey Williams, Jamisha Buford, Anna Graves, Naisha Campbell, Santasia Davis, Lauren Taylor, please come when you hear your name, Talia Rogers, Tawny Harding, Mykara Love, Tiana Kaplan, love that name, Josh Patton, Sade Burst, Janae Williams, Nate Draper, and Tyler Townsend. These are your quarter three honor roll students. Moving on. For our high honor roll students for quarter three, meaning they had a GPA of 3.5 to 3.79. First, we have Kamal Garcia, Malia Richards Harris, Michaela Martin, Felipe Gonzalez, Solomon Lowry, Dennis Day, Riaja Lewis Bailey, Jatavia Ballard, Imani Calloway, Maximo Green, last but definitely not least, Corey Pryor. This is your quarter three high honor roll students. Give a round of applause. Mr. Bell's coming up to give our principal honor roll for quarter 3.
All right, looking at quarter 3 for the principal high honor roll. Again, it's the 3.8 or higher. I'm going to go ahead and announce the individuals that got this. Again, extremely difficult to do. First, for quarter 3, Micaiah Bryant. Second, Michaela Ahmed. Can anybody guess the last? Bruce Sosa coming on. These students not only for semester 1 at 3.8, but they're maintaining what they were at, continuing through quarter 3, so keep it up back. It's really phenomenal.
No, I say you're going to be going here.
No, boy, I'm grown.
Let's give one more round of applause for all of our academic awards. Before we close, before Mr. Phelps comes up here and gives our close, I want to make sure that I say thank you to a plethora of people, and I'm sure I did. But I definitely want to make sure I say thank you to Mr. Mickens and Mr. Maine Williams. If it wasn't for Mr. Mickens, we wouldn't have the sound system here, we wouldn't have those awesome high-step videos and the great things that he does with our students with integrated music. And if it wasn't for Tremaine Williams, I'm going to be absolutely honest, this wouldn't happen. I could not have done this without her. So please give them both a round of applause. Lastly, I really want to thank the community for this to be able to happen. Right now, sitting here in this gym, we have administrators, we have teachers here after hours, we have Ms. Tasha, our kitchen manager, is here. We have custodians here, families, grandparents, aunts, uncles. We have an entire community here to support our kids. So please give everyone a round of applause for just caring for our kids. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Mr. Pelcher had a couple words to say, but I just really want to say thank you to everyone.
All right, how about one final round of applause for every single one of our outstanding students. So, if you look 2 miles northwest of us, there's a school that was taken over by the state 2 years ago due to poor performance. If you look 2 miles east of us, there's a school who's turning over leadership at the end of the year and had 3.1% of their students pass on ISTEP. If you look 3 miles southwest of us, there's a school that was taken over by the state 2 years ago and has had 3 principals in 2 years. At LCS East, we're committed to providing a better educational opportunity than what's being provided by the schools around us. In closing, I want to take an opportunity to thank the families in this room for providing us the blessing of working with your scholars. With your help and continued support, we'll continue to work to ensure that your scholars reach their full potential. Everybody have a safe night, and thank you.